Hi, I'm Lindy Hewson from PKN, and I'm here at AusPack today talking to Lester Nichol, co-founder and chairman of Matthews Australia, and Greg Griffiths from Family Business Australia. And we're talking about Matthews, its fantastic news about its rebranding and how it is developing its company as a family business going forward. Lester, one of your key announcements today on the show, very exciting news. Your chameleon, your famous chameleon, has got new colors and you have rebranded. Do you want to talk to me about, tell me a little bit more rather, about what's behind that rebranding?
Yeah, the rebranding, the chameleon is a really important symbol for our company. It's been part of our business for 19 years. And over those 19 years, our business has changed significantly. The business has changed, and so we likewise wanted to change. And that's what we've got, the new rebranding of the chameleon. That's what we've done.
You mentioned earlier to me when we were talking before that there were three facets to what the chameleon stood for in your business? Yeah,
there's three important parts of the chameleon, or three important parts of our branding. One is at the top of it is the Matthews, which is the name, it's what we call ourselves. Yep. The second component of that is the intelligent identification. The intelligent identification is what we do. We don't just move boxes, as they call it, we actually add some intelligence behind that. And so that's the intelligent identification. The third part is the chameleon itself. And the chameleon itself is an important reminder to all of us about our company's values and also the mission that we're on in terms of being adaptable, sustainable, and the various other guidance that we have within the company.
All the wonderful attributes of a chameleon. So the chameleon has been with you, as you said, for 20 years. Your business is a lot older than that. How has what you've just represented there linked to Matthews' growth in the past couple of years in particular? You're stepping aside as co-founder. Your position will always be there, but your sons are moving into the business, Ben and Matt. They're taking on more senior roles, and you've appointed a new CEO, Mark Dingley. And even more recently, you have moved into brand new purpose-built premises with wonderful collaboration spaces. Do you want to tell us a bit about that?
Yeah, well, Ben and Matt both have been with us in the business for 20-odd years. So they've been with it on a long journey. And Mark Dingley, who is the CEO, likewise, he's been with us, I think, for 26 years. So all long-standing relationships we have there. What you see here today, you see the rebranding, you see some structural changes, but look, they are really only just part of the changes we're driving through our business as we adapt again to a different set of circumstances and a different environment. The building is just part of that. Yes, it's a very nice building, and it's certainly made a big difference to the way we operate, what we can provide our customers and our employees, which are an important part of our business.
Well, although you have family members in the business, you like to think of your business as a very important part of or representing a family business in Australia. And for that reason, the FBA logo is prominent with the Matthews branding. So I'm going to talk to Greg a little bit about what the FBA stands for and is about.
Sure, thank you. Well, Family Business Australia is a member-based organisation. Our main purpose is to help our members succeed. We know through research that consumers think that family businesses are more trustworthy. They were willing to spend more money with a family business. But the hardest thing for a consumer to know about is who is a family business out there in a competitive landscape. So knowing all that information, we know that our main purpose for our family members is to help them leverage their family business advantage. The Matthews Group understands the importance of differentiating themselves from their corporate competitors, and so they use our family-owned Australian business emblem on all their packaging, and it really helps them stand out in what is a competitive landscape, and hoping to obviously allow the consumer to make a decision to buy from them versus corporate competitors.
And what do you think of the Matthews new brand today?
Oh, I love it. It really sticks out. Obviously, the colour scheme really works. and certainly hearing and understanding sort of the reasons for the change. It makes perfect sense that they're moving with the times to encapsulate new business.
Certainly moving with the times and being adaptable. Lester, why is Matthew such an involved member of the Family Business Australia?
Well, Matthews has been involved, or I have been involved with FBA for almost as long as the Chameleon's been around. It's been a great learning experience. Over that period of time, I've served on the board, on the committee of the Victorian Committee, and currently one of my sons, Matthew, is also serving on the Victorian Committee. So you ask why are we in? I think one of the important things with the FBA is that you get a group of like-minded people together, and it's a great resource to tap into. These people have had a lot of experience. Family and business, they don't always mix that well. So it can be tricky, and so it's great to have people that you can refer to and gain experience from. Yep.
So what role do you think the FBA has played in Matthew's growth?
I think as a mentoring, a large part, mentoring the business. You know, when I first got introduced to FBA, I remember thinking about a family business. You'd think about a family business as being a general store or a newsagent or something like that, some small. But once you get involved in it, you see some of the corporations or some of the companies that are family businesses. That's really amazing, and great access, great resource.
Fantastic. So Greg, FBA helps family businesses in many ways: governance, communication, culture, helping leaders, directors, owners and emerging leaders. Matthews has kept innovating and kept growing in its 4 decades. In what way do you think FBA has been important to this growth in the second generation Australian family-owned business?
Sure. I think Lester identified succession as an important part of their planning for Matthew's growth in the longer term. And succession, not about selling the business, but actually about preparing the business for the next generation. And the fact that Lester sat on the committee, and now Matthew is also on the committee, you know, they're really invested into the family ethos. But more importantly, it's about decision making for the future. And family businesses don't make decisions on the whim. They make generational decisions. So being involved with an organisation that has a peer-to-peer program, you can learn from others who have been through that process, have understood the complexities of dealing with family. I think is going to allow Matthew and Ben to really understand, their role, not only just driving the business, but also driving it from a family aspect and the legacy they're going to leave for the community they work in.
Fantastic. Lester, any last words on the family, on the growth going forward?
Well, I think, my sons and Mark are a great team. I think all of them have benefited from our involvement with FBA, and I think the involvement with the forum groups, etc., within FBA has been good, and I hope they will continue to benefit from that going forward.
Fantastic. If you're at AusPac or planning to come, do come along to Matthew's stand and see the rebrand that's just happened. It looks fantastic. And what a great example of a family business that's looking out for its family, its company staff, and also for the industry beyond.